Hey, 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 friends! Welcome back. It's Katrin Rose, and we are here with day 9 of Reconnect with Your Light. And today we're talking about bringing this love out into the world. So, how do we do that when we can't even love ourselves, right? And sometimes people are always, how shall I say, loving other people, but maybe not in the healthiest way because we were taught, like I was, to help other people, love other people. Not that we shouldn't, but at the expense of ourselves. And we don't want to be in that martyr energy or um, self flagellating energy that we talked about before. We want to learn to love ourselves wholly and completely so that we can give more to others. And I know we've touched upon that already. So again, check your email or check your WhatsApp to get the short overview and the exercise. I'm going to riff a little today on whatever's coming through about it and hopefully do a little guided meditation this time. But you have other meditations to work with, and there are more forthcoming. And you may even have a special surprise one from Sandra, who's masterful at stuff like this and opening our own hearts, right? So stay tuned for that special edition if we can make the magic happen. All right. So, day 9, radiating love to others. And again, turn in, focused on within, right? And it's really locking in this understanding that self love leads to healthier relationships with others. So, self love is not selfish, it's filling your cup first. Here's your cup, right? You got to fill it up for yourself so it flows over to others, not stays empty and you have nothing to give. So if you're a depleted mom or someone who's at work or just family, just give, 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 give. We get tired. We get so exhausted and stressed out because we haven't learned to love ourselves, to fill ourselves from within. And that sometimes starts, as you all know, with setting healthy boundaries. Now, today is not an exercise on boundaries, but I just want to bring it up because having healthy boundaries in whatever way that looks like for you, and they can be fluid, is really a way to love yourself, especially if you grew up in a place where you were not modeled healthy boundaries. And I can speak for all the people, at least I've talked with and coached with and connected with over the years. Most people, not all, but most, were not modeled healthy boundaries and not modeled how to love ourselves first. Kristen's tagline is in soulful navigation about doing things from the inside out. And I'm so in alignment with that. And I know Sandra is too, right? So when you love yourself, it radiates out into the world. And sometimes we need to set boundaries, and other times we need to protect ourselves. And that's why I have on a coat. It's like a form of protection. It keeps me warm. It shields out some of the icky energy if I don't have the skills to do it. And it keeps my energy inside. So I'm not saying you have to wear a coat or have to do that, but wherever you're, notice it, honor it, and ask yourself, is there something I need to do so that I'm able to fully radiate love out into the world? What heart opening practice, if you're a yoga student or practitioner, can you use? You know, can you lay your arms open, stretch your shoulder blades back, and open your heart so that you're able to extend love to people? When we're hunched over, and I was for a long time, our heart is closed. So start to notice what's going on in your body. Take a just breath in and just, gosh, notice in this moment. And so I know in this series we've talked a lot about possibly struggling to love ourselves. Let's table that for a minute before we put love out into the world and ask, reflect, write about it, contemplate about it when we're off the call. Who do I struggle to love? And what would unconditional love look like? What would it feel like? What would it be like here in this moment for that person? And so oftentimes the person that we are struggling to love is a reflection of something for us. It's a reflection of a part of us that we can't love inside of ourselves. It's a reflection of a part of someone or a trigger of someone that hurt us or wounded us so badly that we can't love them. It's a judgment of someone else thinking, and those old programming tapes, well, they don't deserve love because they're this, they're a bum on the street, or they didn't do this the right way, or they were mean to someone. Oftentimes, it's the people hurting the most and lashing out that need the most love. So, as you fill yourself up with love, who and how can you send love out into the world? When I was working with Pamela for years and dancing, we worked with energy, but we didn't say it was energy work, right? We would dance. And I'm going to invite you to this is hard to do with your eyes closed that you look. But as we danced and chanted, we would fill ourselves up with divine love. We would give love to ourselves and we would send it out into the world while we were moving. And we would do the hand motions, like fill ourselves up, fill it up from above, bring it in from around you, push it out into the world, send love to the collective, gather it in for yourself, hold it and release it and push it back out into the world. There are so many ways we can do it, but again, we can do it with our intention. So I'm going to invite you now to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Place one or both hands on your heart and breathe. And let's really go inside together. Wrap that golden spiral around you to anchor you into the earth. Call in the energies of divine love. Call in the energy of Yeshua, God, Source, infinite intelligence. Just call in the energy of divine love. Call it into your heart. Call it in with color. Call it in with gold, with rose gold, with emerald green. Notice it flood your heart and allow your heart to expand. The bigger your heart gets, the easier it is to send love out to yourself. Out to the world, to yourself as well. Now ask that question again when you're in this slightly more grounded, loving, filled up place. You don't have to spend an hour filling yourself with love. You can do it with breath and intention. I am filled with divine love. Divine love flows through me. I am love. And check in with yourself. Who do I struggle to love? When that person or name or face comes to mind or into your field, I'm really going to invite you to stretch yourself here and send them unconditional love. Take a breath in and breathe out love to them. Or see love from your heart going to them. Or just say, Jack, I love you. Dad, up until now, I know how deeply you hurt me. And I'm choosing to send you love anyways. I'm sending love to that hurt little boy that acted out in ways that are incomprehensible to the human mind or heart. Notice what it feels like in your body. Notice what it feels like to be stretched. Notice if it's hard. Notice if it's easy. There is no right or wrong. There is no wrong way to do this work. Set the intention and just let yourself do it. Just be with that for a moment. Let it go. I'm going to invite you to celebrate yourself or give yourself a big hug. Fill yourself with love because I know for some of you that was a stretch. Some of you it was really easy. You're very practiced at this. Give yourself a big high five or a lot of love too, because the more we can ripple love out into the world, the better the world will be, right? But the more we grow and expand and we build our energetic container to hold more love and then transmute more love. So we radiate it into the world. So whatever you can do to send love into the world, allow yourself to do it. And if your eyes are still closed, I want to invite you to imagine yourself breathing in love into your heart. And with each and every breath you take, your heart expands bigger and bigger. Inhale love. Exhale love out to someone else. And see and feel your heart expand. Mm. I don't know about you, but I'm smiling more and I feel really good. So breathe in the feeling of goodness, of wholeness, of unconditional love for yourself. Give yourself permission to love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you can love others and have really healthy boundaries while doing it. So release this simple little practice today that we played with. See yourself in your mind's eye, celebrating yourself, or giving yourself whatever you need in this moment, and then letting it go. When you're ready, open your eyes and come back into present time. And just set the intention to learn to health boundaries. Put on a physical jacket, put on your energetic jacket. I know we really didn't get that in the meditation, and my apologies. But you people, ladies, friends, listening to this today, I know you already know how to do it. So do what works for you. Set the intention to set a boundary, set the intention to send love. Just do it. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Tomorrow, we are on our final day, day 10. Living in unconditional love. What does it look like? Feel like? I don't know. I'll give you a sneak peek. Become the light of love. Because how we started this and I've weaved in through it, I'm here to remind you that there's nothing more powerful than the light that you are. See you tomorrow.